He'll be back the very next series.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Cook again. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Play action now. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48, gain of just 1. Diggs in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. That's caught by, and the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it again with Cook. Nifty move. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Cousins on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Ty Chandler from 6 yards away. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Allen now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock. 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game. Allen off the play fake. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Ty Chandler as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Flush to his right. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Play fake. Cousins. That is caught by Thielen. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 40 now on second down. Cousins, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. They needed 17 on 3rd down, and that's exactly what they got.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph now to add the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bills 3. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Following the interception, Cousins. Smith catches left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down, here's Cousins. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Cook. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Now they They send a man in motion right. Again, it's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Play fake, Brissett. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 47 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running back. You want him to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They go play action. Cousins. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
On play action, Brissett. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Brissett. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Chubb again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and this time he is in. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Browns have taken the lead. Hey, York on now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cook up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he is going to lose yardage here. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Up the middle, it's Cook. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He will push his way down to about the 14. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Rolling to his left. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On third down, Brissett. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. They'll get this to about the 38.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
2nd and 11. Play action now. Cousins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. 53 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Brissett now. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Finding space at the 40. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Drops it off for Chubb. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's brought down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.